Hello, I'm back. It's I, Reezy Gaming. I returned. Squilliam is currently hogging the camera. Looking very pretty and slightly out of focus now. Yes, it is Monday. We are doing alright. We are solving a lot of the problems on the Desertlands asteroid. I think we're mostly getting there. And it's good. It's good to be back and spending a bit more time on this. There we go. That's a slightly better exposure level. I don't know why my camera has stopped auto-exposing correctly, but we'll see what happens. Right, let's see. Where are we at? So we have just reached the point where we have some plastic made. We have imported some oil from the Desertlands planet. We sent it over via payload. So... oh, hold on. Steve and Leofar are currently stressing out their gourds. Let me get Steve on this chair. I need to think about this. Right, so... pipes. Oil is going into our payload launcher, which is now actually launching up here again, which is good. Let's... yeah, you're going to do that pipe in a minute. That's good as well. That is coming in here. And going to a oil refinery. And we are just letting the natural gas vent into space because I don't really care. It's not that relevant to me at the moment. We're making a load of petroleum, which is then going into this plastic press, and we're going to use this to make our steam turbine. But I think first we have to solve the stress situation, and I'm not really sure why people are stressing out so much. I think morale is generally just too low.
Thanks for the raid!
Hey, Bat Guy, how are you? You have picked an excellent time to raid. We have just finished our dinner. We had some pulled pork, and it was lovely. Hope you've been doing well. Have you been playing Oxygen Not Included today? We have, and we are thankfully increasing our Draco stocks, and generally just hanging out and doing all right. We have built most of our solar panels on the Desertlands planet now. We're just building all of our meteor proofing to stop the ice from being an issue. But I think we actually have to get some more morale over here now. So we do have some recreation buildings. They don't appear to be doing enough. Is something wrong with our rooms? We have mess hall. We could do with a different plant in here, I think. Today was a bit of Valheim. Nice, nice. Hello, Shooploop. Hope you're doing well. Hello, Wasteland Puppy TV. Arts to you too. Yes, the fish have been doing alright. Okay, these guys are just too hot now. What's up? Heat death of the base? Certainly possible. We have been leaking a load of heat from the oil biomes. This carbon dioxide is all heated up as well. That's fun. What are we actually going to do for cooling on this planet? Did I even slightly consider this? We do have a fair bit of power now. We probably could run a thermo aquatuner. Just cool some stuff down. It's because we have... yeah, we literally haven't really thought about cooling on this planet. So we've got a lot of things we need to fix. We have a surfboard down here as well. I think let's just fix the Great Hall first. I think that's an easy one. We have the washroom. We have the barracks. Rec room is functional. I think we can easily set up an arcade cabinet. That could be the next thing. We still actually need to move everything over here. I don't think we need these triage cots anymore. So let's remove these, and we'll just put an arcade cabinet in here for now. Now that we actually have the power, we're certainly having an evening. I think some people are definitely going to stress out here. Do I want to build more kittens? We must build more kittens. Yes, we're going to have to deconstruct that one first. I don't think we're going to succeed in not getting some stress reactions. I think part of it is because everyone is getting sopping and they're breathing space stuff, and it's not ideal. Yeah, you guys are going to space a lot. That's probably where most of the issue is. You're currently on downtime as well, so you're not really going to get anything done at the moment. I could just start putting everyone on a sleep-only schedule. Maybe that's what we do for now. So, let's see. Steve, Leofar, Max, and Red Shirt Guy, you can all go on the sleep-only schedule just for now while we get you sorted out. Max, you're the researcher. This isn't good. Max, you definitely shouldn't have any issues. I'm not putting you on there. Did I send the wrong Max? Is that possible? Red shirt guy. Did we actually have a look at Max? Max has a morale requirement of 6. So they're popped eardrums, sopping wets as well. Right. I think that's the issue, is they're getting popped eardrums. Oh, it's because you were going in here. Okay, that's fine. So you don't need to go in here anymore. Kitty carpet, too good. It is too good. We haven't really decorated this area because we still need to actually remix everything. Yeah, we need some real coolant. The air that's coming in here, the water is relatively cold, but it's not quite cold enough for bristle blossoms. So, let's see. Morale first. Morale needs to happen because Steve is about to destroy everything. Where is Steve? Leofar is currently having a soda. That's good. I'm not sure where Steve is. Let's keep having a look. You are here. You urgently need to relax. Oh, you've done your stress? What on earth was your stress? Oh, you were crying. You're an ugly crier. Well, that didn't end up making a difference. Do I have massage tables? No, we barely had power here, to be honest. We were running stuff off of coal, and the coal ran out. And we have a little bit of it now because we're importing it from the other planet, but more importantly, we've got the solar power up now. But we're not doing massage tables. We're going to solve everyone's morale issues instead of putting a band-aid on it. So for now, we're just going to put people on a sleep-only schedule. And we'll fix that later. The sleep-only schedule helps, especially with the kitten tiles. These make a big difference. You do need to remove this plant. Do we have a Joya seed? We probably don't, because I think we exported them. Let me just check. I would prefer a Joya. Yeah, I think we need to import those again. Or just dig up another one. There's one down here. You get to dig this up. Have fun. You even get down here? There is oxygen up here. You'll be fine. Emergency cactus. I mean, generally it's been going alright. The main issue at the moment is that stuff is overheating over here. Stuff was overheating in this column because it wasn't conducting enough heat. Now it is. So that's good. Yes, I don't think there's any germs in here. It's just very hot. But that's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make. There's also some more jungle stuff down here, but I don't really care about that anymore. You have plenty of water on this asteroid. Also, I've been, you don't have enough beds. We need un additional bed. So we play. So that needs to go here. I'm going to yell at this too, because that bed needs to happen sooner rather than later. You know what? Maybe we can just priority 9 this dig. We want to get the actual digger doing it. Otherwise, this doesn't make any sense. What's going on with this area over here? So you can still get through this area, but it's just... It's got the masks, it just doesn't connect to space anymore, which is fine. We need to hook the SPOM up to the main power spine. That's what we need to do. So that's what this wire is for. That's for hooking up the hydrogen generators. So let's set this to priority 8. And bring this down here. And then that is going to connect... Oh, God. That is going to connect around here somehow. Probably just straight down here, to be honest. So, yes. Here, 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 here. And then that can just go up here. Mm-hmm. We do still need to build all this space infrastructure as well, but I think we're going to have to wait on that. No pod for now. We don't want anyone. Unfortunately, skill points. Keep giving skill points to people who should have them. Let's get you to mechatronics right away. Let's make you a cheap mechatronics guy for the next planet. Probably field research again. You can have tidying. And then you guys are already low on morale at the moment. So probably don't really want to skill any of you up unless it's something very minor. Yeah, that'll do. So you can replace this with a Joya, but you just need to actually grab the Joya. You're almost there. You're very close. Then that'll be an extra +3 morale for you guys. The Slickster is on the loose. The goose is on the loose. The Bert is on his way. It is too hot in here, but we don't really have a choice. Red shirt guy is still asleep. So we need to put another cot over here. Steve has calmed down. So Steve can go back to work. Leofar is still asleep. Leofar is still stressing out. Max could do with some... Yeah, Bert is scolding because he's grabbing the thing. That's fine. So now we need to put the cactus in here, and then we won't have to worry about this not working ever again. Okay. Food is alright, but that's mostly just because we brought all the pickled meal from the other colony here. Oh, that's the issue. Everyone's eating pickled meal, and I hate that. Well, you guys should start to actually be eating more Drecos. Definitely make some barbecue. That will start to happen fairly soon. Especially because we're incubating the Dreco as well. Hopefully we'll get some glossy Drecos soon. That would be perfect. Yes. There we go. So now I'm going to get extra morale. We are going to make this a rec room as well. So let's put some crown modding up here. Ceiling trim, that's what it's actually called these days. Arcade cabinet can go on its own wire, that's not a problem. Make that a lead. I can go there, and then... that can go on its own wire, which will be this one. So that can go here. This can all be made out of lead. That's fine. And then that one can just go like this. And then that wire can just go like this for now. Good. That should help. Oh, Sketchy Player 14, how's it going? It's going pretty well. I just had some very nice pulled pork. And the colony is doing alright as well. These guys are kind of stressing out a bit. I need to improve morale on this asteroid. We're going to put in an arcade cabinet now that we've got solar power. We have a fairly decent amount of solar power, I think. We're in the process of hooking up our SPOM as well. We have a lot of water. I'm thinking, honestly, we probably should have made this slightly bigger. And we still can make it slightly bigger. So if we run out of things to do, maybe that's what we'll do. I do need to connect this all as well. You don't need this wire here. These consumers will need to go onto a separate consumer line, though. It's going to have to be a different one to this one, so it's going to have to be this one. And we're almost... oh yeah, there we go, we're almost done. We've actually hooked up all the transformers on this line. So, that's not good. At least with plenty of refined metal for making all of this. We're probably going to have to put some more ladders in. Yeah, I think we're literally not going to have a wire for the thermal aquatuner at this rate. It's not good. So So let's see. We can bridge this. I can go here. This can go here. Whoops. That's fine. Go there. And then that can go... I can go up here. And this can disconnect off of here. Okay. And then we'll sort this all out when those wires are actually built. So you're going to have to build ladders here, here. And then there's going to be space exposure over here. So we need to dig this out and build drywall immediately. But I don't really care too much about what's going on with the gas over on this side. So I don't think that's a huge issue. That's actually just... Let's actually just put the drywall here as well. And let's cancel it. Let's cancel it up to the point where we actually get the space exposure. I wish it would actually say... Okay, there we go. That's the limit. Alright, and then just stick this. Who's idle? No, it's idle. You lie. We can remove this. This is no longer needed. This is also no longer needed. That's fine. Rad bolts are actually functioning, that's good. Yeah, we have a lot of hydrogen stored up now from all the spawn stuff we've been doing. So we want to get this backup power hooked up immediately. And I think we do actually just want to build a third one. That would be really good. So we can start clearing out some space. What's this? Colony achievement? Oh, we've been here a year. That's what we've done. Yes, amazing. We collected a few achievements since we actually looked at this. Soft launch, there we go. It's an achievement we haven't gotten very often, actually, to be honest. Okay. This seems fine with just Leofar sleeping at the moment. That's good. I think you're just tired. Did we just... No, we did schedule you here as well. Okay. You're the pilot. Okay, arcade cabinet is here. What other recreation buildings do we want? So we've got the phone. We've got the jukebox, the coffee machine. Coffee machine is running. Soda fountain is running. Water cooler is a pretty obvious one that we could just do. And then anything else? Not really. We don't have lumber for the sauna or the hot tub. That is such a funny requirement, but yeah. We could send some lumber over. Not that I really want to make either of those things. So the issue is, we need to cool down the base. There's no cool geysers on this planet. So we are just going to have to aquatune something. Which means I'm going to have to hook up an aquatune to one of these power lines. Now, what about this one? This one is literally just going to the rad bolt generator. So we can actually put a thermo aquatuner over here somewhere and then hook it up to a steam turbine and cool the base that way. There's no other heat deletion thing we want to do. And we've got plastic for steam turbines. So now I think we just leave this planet be. And we finish this planet off. So you want to set this to 0.1 grams per second of high temperature liquid. We want to dump some crude oil in here first. So I think we put a bottle emptier here. And we sweep up all this water. And we just dump some random crude oil in here first. And the steam turbine... We don't have the refined metal. We're out of refined metal and we're out of coolant. We have to export some refined metal from this planet. Okay. So refined metal goes back in here. Doesn't matter which one. Probably not lead. Go for it. This run has been really difficult, to be honest. Which is good, because that's what I was aiming for. Who's scolding? Probably the guy I just told to stand next to the hydrogen. Yeah. You need to be set to oil. So random oil goes in here. You're going to sweep this up first. That's good. Are there any special rules we're playing with? Yes, there's 3. 1, no teleporters. 2, no care packages. 3, we're not allowed to reload under any circumstances. That one hasn't bit us in the ass yet. Oh, no. Hold on. Don't sweep this. Sweep this. Can you yellow alert this sweep? I wanted to try Frozen Forest, and I wanted to try a run where we were... Yeah, there you go, that's fine. I probably picked the wrong order to do this in. That's fine. Okay, so all the water's gone. Oil is getting dropped in here. I'm scolding. Why am I so slow? I guess I am getting the full combo. I thought I had more athletics than this. I mean, Jesus. I have 16 athletics. What the actual fuck? I have 16 athletics. Why am I going so slowly? What? What is going on? Now I've sped up again. Oh, I think it's because I was technically mingling. I was trying to get to the rec room. That's a bizarre effect, isn't it? I do not care if you're overheating. You do not need to function at all. In fact, yeah, you need to be there because... You need to be there because you're a... branch-related door. Oh, I remember something else we forgot to do. We need to empty all of these storages. I believe we only need to do it once, because all the oil that did get into our polluted water loop should all be gone. We bypassed it out. So... we should be able to restore all these plants. Where are the other plants? These ones. Yes. Yeah. It has been quite difficult. I think the next difficult challenge we try and do, if we start a new run at some point, is probably going to be actually playing with the difficulty settings. Because I haven't done that yet. Get these guys out of here. I'm just glad that you guys aren't running out of food. I kind of thought you'd be running out of food, but I guess we've got enough pips now. One concerning thing, we are literally out of brine on this asteroid, and that's what we're using for salt for the rusty oxidizers. We don't have a spawn on this planet because there's no water geyser other than the cool slush that we're using for all our plants, which is dormant at the moment. So yeah, that's fun. I find it very interesting that duplicates are always picking up payloads for this. I think I'm going to set this to priority 1. Do payloads get caught up in the auto sweepers? I thought they did. Maybe they don't. I was kind of hoping that they would get auto swept, to be honest. But it looks like we're mostly converting all of the oil to plastic. We have a large amount of plastic now. Find metal imports. How is that going? It's not going. So I'm telling you to import lead. What metals do we have over here? We do have plenty of lead. You're just not allowed in this room. Well, that's funny. You're trying to think of a challenge run to do, but I still haven't 100% of the game. Maybe I should actually get some booze on my next run. This is the thing. I want to actually complete the game. And to be honest, the only reason I stopped the last run... Well, I stopped the last run because I think we just succeeded at the aims of demonstrating what we wanted, but exploits not included. But we stopped our boreal airheads because the lag got too bad. I kind of want to pick that one up again and just clean everything up. But I want to get to the end of the game, but I'm trying to... I always end up in a situation where I feel like it's going to take longer for me to get to the end of the game on my current run than it will from starting a new run, and I always deceive myself into thinking that. So we're just going to try and persevere. I know this run is slower than normal because it's been more difficult, but we're going to persevere anyways. I think it's a worthy challenge, so we're just going to do it. Right, let's speed it up. I really want to see a glossy Draco egg from these. I know you guys are eating the pinch peppers. What's your egg chances? Yes, I know your egg chances are 2%. I know that's not great. All we need is one guy. If we had the Critter Fluxomatic, that would actually be very handy. And I still want you to eat all this pinch of pepper stuff. So who's going to load this then? Max? Okay. Steve and red shirt guy. No, okay, so red shirt guy, you need to sleep here. That's going to be the one that actually helps you. We have some more reed fiber. Let's keep giving people the carpets. Are you actually getting tickled tootsies? No. It needs to be the other tile. You're kidding me. No, you're getting tickled tootsies. You're not anymore. I think these actually need to be the other tiles. I always get this confused. Every single time. Right, you can remove this for sure. This dash of salt line is still going. How much salt do we have on this planet? I don't imagine a huge amount, but possibly some. No, not enough to be worth exporting. Pei is doing some bedroom maintenance while you guys are sleeping. Bottom left tile. You can see the active tile of buildings when you're building them. It's the one under the mouse cursor. Okay, because I normally follow the automation port. Obviously, these don't have an automation port. You're right. That's a very good tip. I feel like you've told me that before, to be honest. Right, so we built the Criticonder over here. So now let's just keep building these, I think. This doesn't have any power because... Well, that would explain it. Where's this wire going? Okay. Very weird. I've shared that with other streamers. I'm not sure if I've told you specifically. I feel like you might have. I probably just forgot. I do tend to do that. So you're not getting any coolant now. Why is that? Have you actually built all this pipe yet? The aim was to send polluted water over. Did I disconnect this? I feel like I might have. Oh, no, these have stopped working. Okay, I see. So, mesh tiles. That needs to go there. We have a lot of crude oil that's ended up over here, because that's where it's all being dumped. Right, I see. Probably just want to keep a ladder over here. Wait, why is the oil getting dumped out? The oil shouldn't be getting dumped out at all. Probably something power related. Oh well, as long as it's been failing in a safe way, that's fine by me. So I think what we actually need to do is we need to hook up the thermo aquatuner to this wire. So I'm thinking what we do is we put a central cooling unit here, and we hook the water up to that, and we run the water around the base to cool stuff with. Maybe. We shall see. Leofar is doing alright now, so Leofar can come off the schedule. I think I'm going to take Red Shirt guy off the schedule too. I think if you get the arcade cabinet room built, you should actually be alright. I think you just need the morale now. And the better food would help. So is this actually overpressurizing? Not that I'm expecting this to really do any help with the cooling. We could send the pilot back, actually. Yeah, because we're going to want the pilot to go to the next asteroid, and this asteroid is designed for 10. So let's actually just send the pilot back now. Yes. Go home. There's not a lot of food left. They've been eating all the pickled meal. Put the pickled meal in here. They have put the pickled meal in here. Okay, that's good. They took it all out of the rocket. That's fine. I know you don't have any calories. That's not a problem. You still have way too much oxygen here. Right, remove your mask. You're good to go. Oh, congratulations. So the other thing is, Max needs the astronomy skill. Max definitely doesn't have morale issues. I don't know why Max was stressed. But that seems to have abated now. So that's already 8 construction. You still haven't done this. Can you actually reach this? I believe you can. You're grabbing all the lead from over here. Oh, I see. You're sending it all back to the planet now. Right. How much lead do we have? Juggling stuff back and forth between these planets is a lot harder when you don't have a teleporter. But equally as necessary. Yeah, we still don't have any. Where are they actually? Maybe they're just delivering it to the wire now, actually, now I think about it. Yeah, that's what they're doing. We need to have someone who's actually got storing priority. Do we not have anyone here on this planet? We do have a few, but they all have building priority as well. I think I need to lower some people. I need to adjust people's priorities in general, I think. There's a few oddballs. Also, you need to have rocketry as your highest priority, because you're the actual only pilot, I think. You're still getting oxygen through here, aren't you? Right, blueprints, what we got? I don't think we want anyone else, unfortunately. This is a pretty good dude, except for the Kitchen Menace chef combo. Hassan, you can have building, and Ashcan, you can have plumbing. Sounds good. We're actually getting to the point where we could probably start exosuiting people. Probably not too far off. So, don't disinfect this. What's the germ situation like, actually? Oh, all the refined... Everything is polluted. Great. Food poisoning in the air. That's fun. Doesn't actually do anything. It's just silly. Steve. Fine, Steve. I want to give you one more downtime session, Steve. Your morale requirement is 23. Let's actually follow you for a little bit, because that actually helps with stress. I'm sure it's the morale from the food. I'm sure that's the big issue. What's your actual schedule as well? I think I need to move more people onto the other schedule. Let's move Steve and Leah far onto these schedules. Very high priority. Sing to Egg. Sing to me. So your stress is going down now, but it's only because I'm watching you. That's not a good sign. Yeah, and going through the liquid locks is good. Sing to me. Yeah, this isn't helping with your stress situation, telling you to avoid your downtime again. What's your stress reaction again? Ugly crier. I don't care about that. Sorry, Steve. I literally don't care. I'm just gonna watch you for a little bit. These guys know what they're doing. How are you all doing? Have you got anything interesting going on in your oxygen not included saves? Another interesting fact is the fish tank is currently at 26 degrees, and that's the hottest it's been all year. Probably a combination of it actually being warm in the UK at the moment, and me actually having already streamed for 4.5 hours. Because this computer does generate a lot of heat. You're 100% stress? Amazing. I'm about to watch you cry then. Poor Steve. I feel like he's not even actually going to get to that point. Poor Steve. I wonder when he's going to do it. His next errand, maybe? Because he's been 100% stressed for a while. Have you done? Are you going to do a video on a horizontal spine you construct? I know it's not a super sophisticated concept or anything, but I'm always curious to see people talk about how they handle some of the bigger arch decisions like that. Maybe. We did a video already about our vertical design, because that was a bit more elaborate, trying to fit it into a vertical space. I do kind of just enjoy this horizontal design. Also, why isn't Steve having a stress reaction? Steve has been at 100% stress for a while now. Is it literally just because we're watching them? You're asking a question, the tab reloads and you get pre-rolls? Nice. I'll talk about it again in a minute. Just let me know when your ad's done. Except you can't even hear me saying this, can you? God, I hate Twitch ads. Who thought it was a good idea to have ads during a live surface? I mean, pre-rolls aren't too bad. But the mid-rolls, yeah, I don't run the mid-rolls out of principle. Maybe I will someday. But only when we dedicate an actual break time where we'll watch the fish. I need to think about how to actually incorporate that into the stream. Okay, you're back now. Good. Yes, we already did a video about the vertical transformer spine. I might do another video about the horizontal one later. I feel like it's a bit of a repetitive thing. I kind of wish I could just add it to that video. But it could happen in the future. Right, now your stress is going down. It's going down 65% per cycle somehow. That's good. I still don't get how he didn't get a stress reaction. Can't make any money if you don't do advertisements, right? So something late stage capitalism. Yes, but the money that I make off Twitch ads is so low, it's not even worth considering. It would be worth it if perhaps we had 2,000 people watching. But at the moment, no. I mean, it's not awful. It's nice that I get money for doing something for free, but I'm not going to actively make all of your guys' experiences worse to get pennies on the pound. Like, I've just enabled monetization for YouTube ads, but I find that YouTube ads are less intrusive because they're not directly interrupting the content, which really winds me up.
Wow.
Wow, puff cam. We haven't done puff cam. Hope you're doing well, Neo. I've got to move my bowl now, because that was positioned in front of the camera. That's fine. Oh, I'm become puffed. I am become puffed. Hold on, give me a second. We'll keep watching Steve for a moment. This has become the Steve show for the last 10 minutes. I am become puffed. I need to keep reading stuff. Don't mind me. Oh, you assume the decision was based on the money you made. Puffed. I am become puffed. There you go. It's still bright out as well. Imagine that. Also, these cameras actually get quite warm at them. And this one gets very dusty. Right, there you go. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, Neo. I have become a yellow smelly thing. Right, you're doing all right now. Somehow you didn't have a stress reaction. So I'm just going to ignore you now. Right, how much has actually happened in the meantime? So you still need to hook up all the wires. You are building all of these buildings for meteor management, which is good. The wires still need to happen. They are higher priority, but you're still not actually getting this done. Why not? Did you just forget? You can access this. No, you can't. Because you can't get down here via the ladder. I see. Okay. So perhaps I need to build this. Yeah, it's been a while since someone's redeemed Puff Cam. And I should probably actually shut the blind, so I'm going to go shut the blind now. The blind is just trying to take out the puff. Hold on. I actually need to move the puff. You guys haven't done this in so long. You guys haven't done this in so long that I've forgotten what my usual order of operations is. And I just broke the selling blind cable. Uno secondo. We're all sorted. Alright, how is Steve? Steve is still stressed. Leofar is very stressed now. That's very funny. Why do you have 11 morale, my dude? Do downtime things. Please. You're not getting any recreation done at all. I'm just gonna put you guys on this schedule again. You guys are winding me up. I feel like we literally have all the morale stuff. And they're just not doing it. Go to bed. These cameras actually get quite warm. Have you tried connecting a conduction panel behind it? Man, I want to set up some proper liquid cooling for something in my actual house. I think the actual answer is we're going to get aircon at some point. Either that or I'm going to get an aquarium chiller. Right, where's the overheating? Oh, this... Wait, stuff's overheating over here again? What? I guess this isn't conducting enough heat. I think we need an actual... I think we need to add conduction panels to this. And we need to send more liquid around here. Man, this geyser going dormant has been brutal. I'm seriously concerned about this asteroid in general. Oh, also, I should get rid of these now. Remove these. People are stressing out here as well. Red shirt guy is still stressing. What's wrong, buddy? What's wrong? Man, I don't know. I think I just need to put some radiant pipe here. We don't even have the metal for radiant pipe. I guess we've been making a little bit of steel. We just need more coolant to shove in here. We need people that actually run this. We need more radiation, honestly. I mean, these Weezeworts are doing their best. Is there room for me to put another radiation panel here? The thing is, we need to use this line for the thermo aquatuner as well, so I don't think we can even afford to. Man, what the fuck are we actually going to do? I feel like there's relatively little we can actually do to solve this. I mean, what? We can replace all the batteries with steel? That's not a very good solution. This whole thing isn't working because we don't have any liquid to run around here. There's a little bit of water down here now. I guess we can put a pitcher pump in here. Grab this. And dump it over here. For now. And then that gets hooked up into the pump somehow. But I feel like that's just going into the plants rather than the actual vent down here. Yeah, this is already broken, and this is all breaking now. And I can't just keep dumping polluted water in here forever. This is primarily just to give a conductive layer. I have no idea what the actual solution is. We do a thermoregulator. Gas. Probably not the worst idea in the world. The problem is, time to start over. No! Don't say it! We gotta keep going. This has not defeated me. This has not defeated me until it's actually killed a dupe, right? I think we just set up a thermoregulator over here. Fill it with gas. And then have that be completely separate to our coolant line with the liquid, because the liquid is being consumed. There's definitely something wonky going on with the liquid consumption. But all I know is the thermoregulator is enough to cool this. We can actually hook it up to one of our other lines without any issues. So let's just do that for now. And it's less steel. Now, there's not very much gas over here, admittedly. This is also positioned kind of awkwardly. I really don't want to get rid of it, because it's historical, but I think we have to. There's too much liquid here, isn't there? We'll just put it here, maybe? Just put it here? I think so. Right, so gas pipe. So the output is going to go over here. Input is going to go over here. So lead this around like this. It's not going to conduct... Oh, we need insulated pipe on this. At least up to this point. And then that goes up here. That runs around here. And probably just down here for now. And then we'll expand this as needed. And we can make radiant segments out of metal ore. So that's not going to cause any issues. In terms of power, we can keep it on this line without any issues. It's not too much power draw. And in terms of actually filling it with gas, we want to fill it with hydrogen. And we have no hydrogen pipe. We do. It's over here. So that needs to go... Oh, God. Right, where the heck is this going? I think it's just going here. This has definitely become messier than I would have liked, but that's what we get for picking a harder difficulty. So we need to hook up a thermosensor here. Automation wire goes here. And this needs to bypass here. And then just come around. Gas pipes. It needs to be insulated pipe. It needs to go down here, that needs to go around here like this. And then this needs to bypass. And we want to prioritize the cool gas, so that's fine. And then this gas needs to just go up here, bridge into here. No, it needs to go up here. It needs to go up here and then it needs to bridge into here. So it's immediately after the other bridge. And then that will fill the loop without breaking. Okay, just do all of that. Just do all of that, dupes, please. Before our power infrastructure completely breaks. Oh my god, that's a lot of pipe. You guys love building pipe. Don't give me that look. We don't want to build the steam turbine out of sodding steel. Right, you're full of lead now. Okay, that's good. But you're blocked because you're still importing all these materials. Right, we don't need to import any more oil. We do need to import more polluted water. But I think we need to put this off so we can actually build the steam turbine. This geyser is going to start erupting again. It is erupting again, which is a relief. This is supposed to activate when it gets to 50 kilograms of pressure, which it is activating. This is going to activate... I think we just want to geotune this. Yeah, I think we just want to geotune this. I think we said it was fine to do it up to 30 degrees. We build this so it can handle up to 5 geotuners. It doesn't necessarily need to be 5 geotuners. It's more important that we actually get this as voluminous as possible at this point. This is where all our bleach stone is. I love how these liquid tanks are just doing freaking nothing now. Got enough water for the oxyferns. We need to make sure that we're not auto-repairing anything either. And I'm hoping you guys actually just bring the granite up here is also going to help with the whole power situation. Right, you're fine. You guys are still stressed. Leofar and Steve are both still stressed. Because they're not getting enough morale. You have 7 morale? What is your issue? Are you just literally not doing downtime activities? Are they all depowering before they can finish? That might be the actual issue. I wouldn't have thought so, unless they're all connected to the wrong transformers. I think that's the case. Yeah, they're all connected to the wrong transformers. We need less power consumers on this line. Oh god. Right, let's think about this. So this is meteor handling. These 3 buildings need to go to a different power line. I think I need to connect these to the meteor handling line, because that one's not going to run too much. It's only going to run occasionally. How am I even going to get this down here? Probably this way now. This has become really spaghetti. Okay, we're going to do it over here. So... That... Can't get around this neutronium, that's the issue. We can't get it around this neutronium without digging through here. So I need to go down through here. Down through here. And then that needs to hook around like this. So... these 3 wires will just go like this. Good grief. Right, so that's going to go up here, and then this is going to bypass over here onto the meteor line. We literally do not have the transformers for anything else. Right, so... you need to finish this, and you need to go here. And then we need to do all these bridges as well. Okay. I think that's alright. Yeah, have a shower, Leofar. Yeah, your morale just still isn't good. Yeah, your Tickle Titties is getting refreshed now, so that is good. So you need to build this wire and you need to build this wire. That's fine. How is the metal over here? The lead is being imported, it's just taking some time. Building broken. What? Oh, buildings. These ones. Okay. What are they powering? Oh, they're all getting damaged. Because when stuff's getting depowered, it's just throwing the whole base into disarray. Oh, is that the... Oh, that's the power line connecting the hydrogen onto the spine. Well, that's not good. But it might not be an emergency yet. I'm very curious to see what is actually going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Because we actually have a lot of issues going on at the moment. Oh, let's actually deal with these. That would be something nice to do. So, probably something like this. Put a farm tile here as well. And then probably a planter box here. And then we can do loads of Wheezeworts. So you're GO2'd now. The polluted water is going back into the system. But it's currently just getting eaten up by all the trees. Which the pips desperately need, and we need the pips for food. So that's not really negotiable. Have we still got oil in this? Now let's play with the spore kids. Well, they could... I'm just... This doesn't have to be a high priority. That could be priority 5. To be honest, now that we've actually got some liquid going through this loop again, that might help. I think the issue might be just that all the polluted water is being consumed by these plants. Yeah, here you go. You're getting some polluted water again now. It helps that this is being GO2. You're getting infected by heat stroke building all the gas pipe? That's very funny. Alright, what we got? Nobody. Yeah, our settings to make it more difficult have certainly succeeded in making it more difficult. Max, you can have astronomy now. Congratulations. So, we do actually get to see what's going on outside this asteroid. Okay, Steve has calmed down again now. Let's get Steve out here again. Right, let's put Steve on beta schedule. Leofar can stay on until it gets to 60. So, I think at this point we just disconnect these. We build this wire, and then you built all these bridges, so now I can disconnect all of these. And that's good. Now, this will cause recreation buildings to not work during a meteor shower, but that's a small enough edge case that I think we're fine. Okay. You can still build these, right? Good. Okay. Lead has increased to the point where we can actually build a steam turbine. This is good because this is getting... Well, this was getting hot. It's not anymore. We have a decent amount of oil down here. So the plan was to pump that into the valve. Let's build the steam turbine first. No, don't build it out of steel. So that's going to go here. This is going to be running intermittently. So I think we can run this... Wait, I just realized we have 3 hydrogen generators hooked onto a set of transformers. Is that not wasting power? I guess it's charging up the battery. Oh, well, whatever. I'm just going to hook this on here anyways. Why am I actually building wires out of steel? This is not good. We'll replace all the steel later. We are doing all of this without a metal volcano, by the way. Well, I don't know what's going to happen when we run out of metal on this asteroid. Probably something very silly. So, I think self-cooling this, I think we'll be alright with a conduction panel. We've already got a room full of hydrogen gas. So I think we're just going to do that and call it a day. People have said it works. So I'm very curious. So that's going to dump the heat out of this. And then we actually need to pump some oil into here. So set that up. We just need a little bit of oil here. This is set to 0.1 grams per second, so we'll leave it to run for a while, and then we'll pump up all the stuff. This can go here. Got a run time to make some breakfast. Have fun with breakfast. Right, what's going on with you? Have you still got oil in here? You've got a tiny bit. Not enough to actually break anything. Just double check all of these. I think they're fine. I'm not going to worry about them. A little bit of oil isn't going to break them. Yeah, you're running again. Okay, the loop is actually filling up polluted water now. That's good. God knows we needed it. You guys haven't been running these buildings either because the water's been getting interrupted. It's fine. Ceiling collapse. Ah, a good time for meteors. Okay. You're still going to have to dig this all up because it's still not built yet. I don't think anything's getting cleared yet. I mean, at least it's not actually killing everyone. That's good. Max is having fun on the telescope while it's snowing. That's very funny. Probably not a thumbnail moment, we'll see. Oh, I actually need to set up the conveyor rail for the meteor defense as well. Where is that even going to go? We do have enough metal. Let's see, this is all priority 6, obviously, so... This needs to go down here. And the snow isn't going to off-gas, so that's good. That's fine. This is just going to be water. So, where are we actually going to dump this? I don't know, just over here for now, I think. Yeah, I think I'm literally just going to send it down here. Yeah, I'm just going to send it down here for now, and then it can all melt. That'll do. You handling all the oxalite? Yeah, at least all the oxalite's getting handled over here. That's good. How much oxalite we got now? We got, like, 17 tons. That's good. You're running. Okay. So you're full of hydrogen. You are getting cooled. So the heat is getting sucked out of this now. That's good. So now I'm pretty confident we can replace all of this. We may need some radiant pipe at some point. But that's good. We are gradually draining all the oxygen out of here because we don't have enough salt to run this anymore. Anything else going on over here? I don't know. Who's idle? Pei? Oh, Pei is idle because she's trapped by snow. That's funny. Right, you're going to have to dig all of this. That's, again, not optional because our system isn't ready yet. Have we scanned any interesting space over here? No, not yet. We'll see how that goes. Why are you not growing? Oh, because you've still got hydrogen gas here. That's very funny. I'll just put an airflow tile here. Who's scolding? Neo's scolding. Why is Neo scolding? Probably just too near the CO2 vent again. This needs to be set to no access, I think. Base temperature is generally fine, which is good. Yeah, you're still running, but that's okay. Kind of don't mind it being too hot over here. We do have 240,000 lumber, so we can start making ethanol and petroleum. I'm not sure that's going to help with anything at the moment, though. Okay, steam turbine's built. I think we're just going to close this in with the hydrogen. Oh, you need to build this pipe. Yes. True. Oh, God.
Thanks for the follow.
Thank you very much for the follow, Victoria Sparkles. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. I'm sorry I'm a puffed right now. I'll be a puffed for a few more minutes, I imagine. Maybe a little bit. But yes, hope you're having a good time. I'm having a good time, even though we're getting wrecked, to be honest. How are we going to build this pipe? With all the steam in here? Because that's all going to explode. We can't get in here anymore. I think the actual answer is we put liquids here and we let them pour. So we put a little bit of oil over here, maybe. Right, you have dumped. Oh, the flow rate is so low. We've actually just been deleting the oil. That's interesting. Right, set this to 30. So, in essence, we've been doing the drip pump without actually dripping it into something, so that's fun. That's going to keep running, even though we turned it off. So, yeah. And then we're going to have to ladder this and put a bottle emptier here. You're going to get scolded this whole time. Mm-hmm. You better not. Oh, yeah, you can't. You won't trap yourself. That's fine. And I'm just gonna have to put a little blob of oil here, just so we can actually get in here without destroying everything. Let's see. So I think all we want to do is put a little bit on this tile. And then that will stop the gas moving from out of here, but it won't stop it from going out past this. I need to remove this again, just for now. Oh. This is annoying. The thumbnail is going to be this, by the way. Right, you've dumped the oil in here now, so that's good. So now you need to cut this off. And then we need to get the oil out of here. I don't think I've done this particularly well. 69% stress. Nice. Right, who's idle? No one. Okay, look. I need you to yellow alert plumb this. And we need to treat anyone who needs treatment, so grey area. So we need to put a blob there. We need to put a little bit of oil here. You like my gaming style? It's fun to watch. Thank you. I appreciate it. There is much more of me playing this game. I have a YouTube where I upload all the VODs. And we have some very interesting ONI playthroughs where, frankly, we're doing a lot better than this. But I'm enjoying it, and we'll see how the challenge goes. We are scolding everyone because we do not have access to Atmo suits. We probably do kind of now. We have some Drekos on the other planet, but that is going to be annoying. Right, so you could be set to 0.1 grams again. Because that is enough oil for whatever we need. Okay. That's good. So we've got the oil in there now. Which means we can remove this. We'll need to sweep up the little bit of oil that gets in here. So that's how we actually get into this room. Now the question is... Okay. Now the question is, how do we actually... I think we have to build more tiles up here. Release these and then we can build that pipe. I needed to build this pipe first. That's what I needed to do. This is why I normally build these rooms 2 tiles high, by the way. Because otherwise, getting into them and maintaining them is an absolute pain. You don't need to put any more oil in here. So now, we need to sweep all this up, and we want to put some petroleum down here. And then that can go in here, and then that petroleum will run through here for ages, and then we can just remove all the infrastructure, because the pipe alone will contain enough liquid to run this for hundreds of cycles, at 0.1 grams per second, which is the flow rate of this valve. So yeah, hopefully that'll go well. We're out of pinch pepper nuts. That is fine. Steve is still very stressed. Leofar can get removed. I guess Steve is going back on. Right, I think you're done with the base wire now, so... I think all we need... Oh, God, we need to finish all this wire now, then, as a result. Okay. Okay, fine. You need to get all this built. There's still snow over here. We still haven't been digging it out. This is not good. You need a yellow alert. Well, maybe not yellow alert, but you need a priority 9 dig this. You're scolding again. Okay. Anyone who's in here is going to be scolding. I understand that much. I think we actually raise this up 1 tile because I cannot be bothered to break into this room again and rebuild all of this. It's just not good design. The stress levels, yeah, they are getting stressed. We have the morale infrastructure that it's just not running consistently because power is being interrupted. We're trying to sort out all of our various power sources. Frankly, our power spine up here was actually overheating because it's not really connected to anything in the base. But I believe we've solved the issue because we've set up a separate cooling loop for that now. We do not have the materials to just make everything heat resistant in this run. So we're having to actually build proper infrastructure, like this thing. We've discovered a new planetoid. That's exciting. What's this then? So we discovered the annihilated satellite and we discovered Costolera. Right, this is the asteroid with all the metal volcanoes. It has a gold volcano, a cobalt volcano, and a copper volcano. And we can easily reach it from this asteroid with carbon dioxide. That is fantastic news. This is how we avoid dying from lack of metals. And this is presumably how we avoid dying from lack of salt on this planet. So we do need to go and do something with this. It's probably going to have to happen sooner rather than later. I would like to get to the point where we stabilize in these 2 asteroids before we go traveling in space again. but I don't think we're going to have a choice. The funny thing is, I think that means that our pilot's going to have to come back here after all. So, guess what we're going to do. You can swap this out for a rover module, though. Then all the iron just drops down there. That's kind of funny. Good job, Max. You're actually doing what I brought you here for. Yeah, Frozen Forest is just hard. You've got a lot of problems to solve, but not a lot of resources. And it's especially hard when you can't just teleport over to the next asteroid. We got here really late. And we basically not had exosuits this entire time. We're still not really at that point yet. We need to get the Draco numbers up. The Draco numbers are increasing. We need to get one glossy Draco at some point as well. And ideally some spare pinch peppers. But this polluted water from the metal refinery isn't actually hot enough anymore. Because they're not running it enough because... well, I guess they're busy doing other stuff, to be honest. I think we could probably have more than 10 dupes here. The main issue is we need to actually get more infrastructure set up. That's just what it is. But at the moment, we're too busy just trying to get resources to the other planet. We've got to get this all set up so our dupes don't have to keep digging this out every 20 cycles as well. They are getting stuff built, it's just taking time. They do at least have that... You should have a mask. How did you get in here without a mask? Oh, I bet this is set to... oh, this is set to always. This needs to be set to vacancy. No wonder you guys aren't doing stuff. Yeah, you shouldn't be going into space at all unless you have a mask. Alright, that thing needs to be priority 9. Okay, speedy up B again. So what's the situation over here now with the steam turbine? So now we can open this up. So we can remove these tiles. And we can remove these tiles, but not that one. Conduction panel can stay here, that's fine. That pipe we just move one up. And then we'll want to get the oil out of here. We only want the oil on this one tile so that we can get in the room if needed. And to be honest, I'm going to leave this oil here. So we need to sweep that up. Oh, the water's condensed. That's very funny. I mean, it's probably a good thing. It's still very funny. Then once we build this, I think I'll turn puff cam off. How long has it been, actually? How long have I had puff cam on? Or half an hour? No, let's have it on for an hour. It's 10,000 points. Right, you can remove this. Yes, someone redeemed a channel points reward to turn me into a puffed. This is what I normally look like. Hello. We have fish. We have fish enthusiasts. The fish have been upstaged by Mr. Puffed. So that's what's happening. Right, so we got water in here again. That's good. We can come in here and access this anytime. It's not going to be pleasant, but it's going to be survivable. So, we don't have to worry about that. Yeah. Always just build stuff with 2 high rooms, so you can just get your duplicates in here in an emergency. I should have done this in the YouTube video. Oh, I'm not sure I even linked the YouTube video for this. Let me find it. Right, here you go. In the video, I made this only 1 tile high because that works in theory, but it's very difficult to actually maintain it if needed. So yeah, I would just do it like this. The hydrogen we can just have exposed out here. I don't think that's a huge issue. Oh, that will be an issue because we actually need to close this back off. So that means we need to get all the rock out of here first. Because we don't want heat being exchanged out here, and we want to pump all this hydrogen out. So this needs to be set to 0 now. We need to get all the hydrogen out of this zone. You're grabbing all this. Red shirt guy's been panicking the whole time. Everyone's been panicking. It's great. There's some water in here as well. Can I just get this? This stuff will leave open access. There will be some heat leak through the oil. It's not going to be a huge amount, especially if it's carbon dioxide out here. We can seal it off afterwards if we really feel like it. Who's suffocating now? Layra? Yeah, you shouldn't be out here without a suit. You're fine. Max is still having a go. It's good to see. Right. What's going on with the power now? We still need to hook up the wire. You do have the materials. You just... I need to watch what's happening. Right. How are you guys getting into space without a mask? If we look at space navigation, you can't get out of here. You can't get out of here. You can go in here, but that's not going to do anything. I'm very confused now. Because that's going to be leading to a lot of inefficiency. Oh, it's probably because you're just out here. You were out here before you had the setting and you never went past the checkpoint again. That's probably it. Okay, let's keep setting these. Right, you've all been cleared out of here, so now we can seal you off. We want to dump petroleum in here. And this needs to be set to 0.1, which it is. So now we need petroleum to dump in here instead of the other stuff. So we can sweep it up. So let's just temporarily hook this up here. And then that's going to dump on top, and then we can just sweep it up in one go. Because we only need a little bit to put down here. And for that, we're going to need to hook up this pipe again. You can start exporting these liquids again. Half and half it, please. This pipe is full of oil because this pipe has been backed up. That is the problem with this situation. Well, it's getting filtered on the other end as well. The issue being, if this pipe is filling with oil, then surely we're ending up with oil in here as well. I guess not. You are full of oil. I think the answer is you just not had enough power to run. Right, we need to hook up the SPOM now. I think these two wires are actually done. This was a big part of the issue as well, was we didn't have access to the SPOM power. No, you still got to do these wires. Oh god, right, okay. Please finish these. Access to space has been a big weakness on that planet. We need to plan it better on the future one. Draco is just vibing. Yeah, people must just be getting out here without masks. It's very annoying. I think I need to deliver more masks over here. There's one of you in a mask. We just need to make more masks again? That could be the case. I'm gonna get them to make some more masks. No, we have 3 down here. I think it's just the issue. This is where the teleporter was supposed to be, but we removed it with the difficulty settings. Okay, Steve is actually not stressing anymore. That's good. So, Steve can go back to helping everyone else. That's good. Red shirt guy, I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure why you're still stressed. You have 48 out of 25 morale. I don't get it. EBH. No docs available. What's... Right. You guys are actually bypassing a checkpoint because the checkpoint isn't working. I think that's what's happening. You guys are trying to go through it simultaneously. We've had this issue happen before with other buildings, with the Atmosuit docks. And it's not caused any problems before. Well, it's not caused problems for a while. It seems to have happened again. And people said it was because of this jump here. That's not the case. We confirmed it wasn't the case in a previous run. Of course, you're not actually going to be able to do anything if you're out here and you're struggling to breathe. Yeah, it seems like you're going out 2 at a time, and one of you is missing the requirement. And then the checkpoint is here, so you're not actually going through. It's set to vacancy only. Oh! They're bypassing a checkpoint with the ladder as well. Okay. That's something that's important as well. Okay, good to know. Is it that high because of food or rooms mostly? The stress. It was more because the recreation buildings weren't working because the power wasn't hooked up. And we're still trying to get it hooked up. But they're taking a while to actually build these wires. So this wire here, they need to get around here to fix it. The morale? Let's go have a look. So, morale is high. Great meals certainly helps. Food is a great source of morale. It helps that a lot of the dupes we picked aren't fussy eaters. That gives them an extra morale bonus. Because their food, they get better morale from lower quality food. And then the rooms give them a fair amount. And then it's mostly just the different activities. We have given our dupes a lot of skill points. Yeah, food goes up to plus 16. But realistically, just getting everyone plus 12 is usually good enough. We're not even giving them the best food. We're not even using gas range food. So look, now all the coolant is actually running through the coolant pipe. So this stuff is getting cooled down properly. Which is a big relief. And we're actually getting stuff to the plants again. So the oil is getting dumped over here. So I believe the oil is still getting pumped through from the payload machine. Oh, I see what's happened. The oil is built up in the payload machine, and it's not being released because the pipe is constantly running polluted water through it. Okay. So if we do that, that means it's going to be oil and polluted water if it's backed up with polluted water here. I don't think that will ever really be the case. I think we stop importing polluted water now the other geyser was activated again. So we turn this off. This probably doesn't need to keep running for now. So I'll just build a bridge here and then we can hook this up when we want to. This is not a good solution either. Oh, I guess you're just grabbing all the stuff over here. Oh, that's not a huge worry then. That's only for you to do when you're idle anyways. So let's have a look at this. Yeah, now the oil is going in here and the oil is going into the liquid reservoir as well. So that's good. We'll have a little bit of oil in here we can use later. We've got more petroleum in here. So now I can just get you to sweep up, say, this. Just very quickly. There you go. And then that is about 179 kilograms of petroleum. So now if we dump that here, you can get that running into the drip pump, and then we can get all of the hydrogen actually sent over. So now we can just build this metal tile here. Is this just lead? Was going to be aluminium. We've run out now. I bet we have more aluminium somewhere. It's the... Well, first of all, let's replace this wire, this steel wire. Oh, we can't replace the steel wire, really? There.
This is amazing!
Oh my god!
Felicitations to you and your wife on your wedding, and enjoy your honeymoon.
Thank you so much for the 1,000 bits. It's huge. Yes, we had an excellent time. The Isle of Wight was really good. And we are digesting all of the wedding cake and all the wedding related gifts, so yours included. Thank you very much for that. I do thoroughly appreciate that. Any contributions to the channel go 100% back into the stream. Currently I'm paying off the light which is here, which is illuminating everything. But yes, we got married. I got married on April 14th, and it's been pretty good. I might post some more photos in the Discord. Not sure which ones to post. Probably just some generic ones. Just so you guys can get a feel of the Isle of Wight. Lovely place to go on holiday. Right, we want grey stuff. Okay, let's remove all of these and replace them with lead. That seems like a fairly good way to get some more aluminium. Just the auto sweepers for now, to be honest. We're going to be doing a lot of metal recycling as we do this run. But yes, that's amazing. Thank you, Wanderer. So I actually have some exciting news as well. So once we paid off the light for my setup, I think we've actually paid off everything that I bought outright from the stream. I think. So the next thing will be new goals. The next thing will be new goals, and one of those goals, I'll announce this later on the Discord, is. I'm going to get a portrait of Whiskers. I'm going to get a novelty portrait of Whiskers, and I'm going to frame it. I'm going to put it next to my certificates. Because I know a company that does novelty pet portraits, and they said they really want to do it of Whiskers. I still need to actually come up with a design for that, but that's the next plan. My sister used them to get a portrait of her dog done. I'm still umming and ahhing about what to do Whiskers as. I'm thinking probably an astronaut to do with this game. Like something that looks vaguely related to Oxygen Not Included, but isn't like a direct reference. I think an astronaut Whiskers would be pretty fun. Maybe Napoleon. Oh, Napoleon's a classic. I do want to do Napoleon. Right, have you built the rover as well? No, you need to build the rover, because we need to go explore the metal asteroid, but I'm saving that until tomorrow. At least. Right, you guys are doing this stuff again. That's good. You know what? You can have some drywall in here. Whatever. Whatever. Let's see. More skills. Let's see. Building. Plumbing. Sounds good. I don't know what kind of space theme portrait you could get to be cat themed. Oh wait. Ah, have I fooled someone? Have I fooled someone? Whiskers is not a cat. Hold on. I've got to show you. Whiskers is a fish. Whiskers is a weather loach. Whiskers is this guy. Can I coax the sausage forward? I'm not sure. I don't know where Whiskers is at the moment. Let me have a look. Well, they're not round the back. They're not round the front. Got a good shot on the Pleco. And the Hillstream Loaches seem to be having fun together. They're all in a group. Kind of unusual. Yeah, Whiskers is at the back at the moment. I'm afraid I can't really reveal her. But yeah, she's the big fish. So many fishies. Yes, they're very cute. Hold on. Let's get a close up again. I've been giving you... Oh, yeah. I forgot I moved the camera. Yes, Pleco be wild. And that one's not Squilliam. That's the other one. They appear to be hiding. You've seen them before. Yes. Fish are very cute. And they're very well behaved most of the time. Much more well behaved than Oni Paku. Right, we should have enough metal to now do this one tile. Water's all condensed here, that's fine. Game. Okay, there we go. Whiskers is a symbol. Whiskers is a totem of spiritual perfection. Is that a reference to something? I should probably know what that is. Right, pipe is still full of oil. So I actually need to empty the oil. So that means I need to empty this before we build that. Okay, that's fine. Steam turbine's been built. This room is fine. That's a thought. You get a yin-yang picture of me and Whiskers. Yes, I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna get some more emotes commissioned at some point as well. That's going to be a stream goal as well. I'm going to use the same guy as I used for the initial set. I've got a few more ideas, and I've actually got a few more slots now. So that's definitely something I could do. Oh, you're going to have to do all of these too, aren't you? Bat, you're getting quite scolded, so I'm going to get you out of there. But not until after you've done the work. It's me imagining you getting more and more exalted on Whiskers as you start planning on titles and descriptions. Fair enough. Right, how's this looking? Now, the other thing is, I think I actually just want to have a little bit here. And then we sweep up all the petroleum, we dump it in here, and then we can keep the pipe here. So... Right. You're done now, that's good. So now, I believe, I can hook this up, and the drip pump can start working. But now the issue is I'm going to need to seal this right away, because this room is going to rapidly fill with the other gases. So let's unpause it. So now you get to see how the drip pump operates. So we drip a very small amount of a liquid that's heat resistant for the steam, and is lighter than the crude oil, which is every liquid. And then that gets dripped on here, and that actually gets deleted. And what's actually happening here is as the liquid gets deleted, it takes the gas from this tile and it moves it to this tile. So the gas pressure in this room increases up to the liquid vent overpressure value of 1,000 kilograms per tile. So that way we can suck all the hydrogen out of the vent, put it in here, and then pump it into the generators as we need to. And that way we don't have to have this giant setup or giant room full of hydrogen. So then we can just reclaim all of this space for our base, which is what the plan was. So that's why I've been thinking about building this, but it's very effective at removing gas, so we need to do it before it pulls all the gas out of this bit. Otherwise, we're going to end up with non-hydrogen gases in here. And because it's only running 0.1 grams per second, we can run this for hundreds of cycles off a very small amount of petroleum. So I'm not concerned at all about that. But we do need to stop the gases from being pulled from over here. And the best thing about this approach is the pump is actually more efficient the more gas there is. Because it basically moves the gas in this tile. It moves all of it every time a liquid blob goes through. And Leofar was the one that showed me this. So shout outs to Leofar. You do still need to build this though. And now I don't think we have to worry about the vent. Once you've done this. Once I've done this? Yes. I'm doing it. And it's dormant, but it's going to reactivate again in 7.1 cycles, so we'll see it erupt before the end of the day. And now all this means is I can grab all of this stuff from here. There's nowhere to dump oil. I've still dumped a load of petroleum over here. That's not good. Let's dump it here. I think that's probably fine. That's probably just a medium for heat exchange at this point. It's not going to go anywhere. So I don't think we need to import any more oil. Let's think about this. We have a large amount of oil now. Also, I think this pipe has actually run out of oil. It has. Okay. So that's good. That's the sign we can just do this now. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig this and get all the oil out of the way here. And then we shouldn't have to worry about that anymore. And then we can just hook this up and send more polluted water over as we need to. I think we're over the worst of this. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, I've exported all the lead now. Right, stop exporting lead. So, materials. I mean, for now, just dig up more lead. That's a fairly easy solution. So, dig, 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 dig. That should be fine. You can dig this too. Is there any more lead available over here? There is. There's not any spores in here. I'm going to need to be a little bit careful about this. Something like that. I don't really mind letting the polluted water out. Okay, let's speed up a little bit. And then you can finish that wire off. It looks like you're almost finished with this wire. You just need the actual lead. You've been finishing the rest of the infrastructure over here. That's good. Can you actually reach all of this? You can. I think it's just low priority. Okay, that's good. Is everyone off the night schedule now? They are. That is good. We're running out of food. That's not good. We need to get the bristle blossoms to grow again. So we need thermal aqua tuner. We need the steam turbine to work. We need to import plastic now. So the rest of the plastic for now can go back to the other planet. How much plastic we made? Not a lot. Well, that's fine. I find it quite funny we've actually cooled these down. That's good. I don't want to really convey anything up here yet. I'll probably think about it at some point. I don't think I want to automatically do it. So are you sending some plastic over now? You are, that's good. We found a swampy ore field. We could find polluted dirt. This is funny. We could actually set up a polluted dirt machine. I've always wanted an excuse to do that. But we've never had a renewable source of polluted dirt big enough. I guess we could do ethanol shenanigans as well, and that would be part of it. Good to see. I think that's all the space exploration over here, actually. I think we're done. Yeah, area complete. Nice. That's what I like to see. I don't like to see you lacking food. So we need to get... Yeah, rover's built now, right? So we need to get our pilot back over here, and they need to go back to this planet. And then we need to do an expedition to this planet. Sounds good. We begin launch sequence. Begin launch sequence. Get you out of your mask. We have left a lot of masks in here. I need to actually get you guys to take the masks and put them somewhere. I'm thinking... probably down here. Just a storage bin for those things. What's this for? I think that was for payloads. I don't think it ever got used. Just put it here for now. What's temperature looking like over here? That's alright. This is very hot. I'm kind of worried we're going to end up with ethanol gas at some point. That's never fun. We've sealed in all the mealwoods again. That is good. I'm just glad we're actually getting some polluted water again. That's a big relief. We are gradually using the bleach stone doing that, but I think that's obviously worth it. We have lots of chlorine vents. We just need to actually find a puft and send it back over here to start doing bleach stone stuff. Or a gold volcano and we start doing a salt hopper. I don't think that's a good idea though, because we need the salt for other things. We need it so we can actually process all this rust. You're in space. Oh, you brought your mask. That's very funny. Remove. You always get popped eardrums in here because the there's more masks up here as well. Oh. Yeah, we just desperately need to actually drop these off somewhere. So, clothing. Put all clothing in here. Do we actually need you to make any more petroleum for now? Well, we need more plastic, more steam turbines, so I think the answer is yes. So you should have some plastic now. You do. So we can build a steam turbine here now. Now, what's this room going to look like? It's probably going to be over here. Probably going to remove this. Now, normally I put some kind of Draco-related thing over here, but I don't think we're really doing any of that in this run. So let's just put the aqua tuner over here. So let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't actually want access through here anymore. So we can make this a insulated room. And we can start setting up all the actual insulation for this. We'll keep the sandstone tiles, that's fine. We didn't bring any food on the rocket. We do need to do this because we need our food. We are not getting enough bottoms, and frankly the asteroid is just overheating now. It's too much hot stuff. This is 30 degrees. This is all the cooling we have. It's not enough. Also, I don't think I want these to actually be metal tiles. I think I want these to be insulated. Right, let's think about this. So, we want insulated tiles here, here, here. We just want all of this to be insulated. This could be the entrance to the aqua tuner bit. So we can do this, we can have a blob of stuff again. We can probably move the fire pole. There is a cool steam vent here. Do we actually set up a cool steam vent tamer? So the issue with that is We're mostly just using that to get the water out. I think we actually set up 2 thermal aqua tuners, and we have the cool steam vent have its own thing. But I don't think we even bother with it for now, because it's a polluted water vent. We want to use all of that before we get even close to touching this. And frankly, I think I'm going to have to extend the transformer spine so it wraps around down here or something, if we're going to do that. But let's not worry about that for now. So, thermo aqua tuner, we need steel. So you need to export steel as well. That needs to go here. That means we need to grab any random steel that we've used to build stuff with and take it elsewhere. So that's not random steel. This is random steel. So that can be replaced with lead. Are there any buildings made of random steel? That is an aluminium wire. Not sure. This looks like a steel wire to me. That can go here. These wires can be made of lead in general. We haven't ended up really using the gym. The oxygen is rapidly depleting from here. That's fun. Okay, you've landed on this planet. So now what we need to do is... Oh, we needed to dump more pickled meal in there. That's what we needed to do. What are we actually going to do for food? We've run out of time. We have Drecos. I obviously don't want to murder the Drecos. How many breeders do we have in here? We have 8 breeders now. Honestly, I think we make Dreco omelets. That's kind of sad, but I think that's what we're doing. Obviously, it's not good for reed fiber, but it's better than starving. So, make an egg cracker. Dig all of this. Also, you should have replaced these tiles a while ago. Yeah, we really don't have a choice. So we need to remove liquids from this bit. Put a little layer down here. Probably keep the oil here. Now, what's this conveyor line for? It's just for random stuff. This should not be here. This should be here then. And then move that here and remove this. Right, so you need to be Dreco eggs at the moment, because those are the only ones we're actually handling. Ah, look, we got the glossy Dreco egg. Okay, get out of here, you silly goose. I don't want to play with you anymore. I want to play with you. Blatant favoritism. Okay, well, that's good. That won't take too long. So yes, murder all the regular Dreco eggs to avoid starving. I'm not even sure how successful you're going to be. Buff. You don't need a buff dupe. It's got unreachable. Oh yeah, of course you've got unreachable food. There is no food. Well, you'll have some omelets soon enough. We got a little Dreco in here. Why is this door closed? See, this needs to be set in green still if below 1. Yeah. Also, you definitely shouldn't be in here. Yeah, no Drecklets should be in here. You're still gonna get drowned though. We do need to drown you. Oh, there you go. Look, he trapped himself. What a sensible lad. Oh, I love the nuclear waste bin. That really adds to the ambience. Right. Steel. We do not have enough steel yet to build this aqua tuner. We can build it out of gold amalgam, but obviously we don't have any gold amalgam. Right, you're making some omelets. That's good. I'm hoping that can avoid people from starving. Or help people avoid starving. That is the actual correct. Yeah, we're not setting up any mechatronics for this base because we're getting rid of all this stuff and moving it eventually. I actually literally need to make a aqua tuna out of... No, we literally can't. We can't make it out of anything because it's going to overeat. It's going to overheat at 125 degrees. It's not going to overeat. We don't have any food seeds that eat polluted water and turn it into food either. We do need to build this. We just need to actually get the steel off this asteroid. There is no steel. We need you to make steel. We don't have any... We do have iron. You need to make steel. We have everything we need. Except coolant. We are loading the coolant. Yeah, I guess it's just it, really. I don't think there's any steel anywhere else. I've generally tried to be sensible, but... Disassemble the biobot builder. We haven't got any steel... We haven't got any steel fire poles. It's a good sign. Okay, look. You guys could just build these tiles here. This is winding me up. Here you go. Cancel this. Right, how is food? Okay, food is okay. That's good. But obviously now we're murdering all the Drecos, which is not exactly what we want, because there'd be more food long term to just let them live. But it's not the end of the world. So we've landed the rocket here. We have the rover. So... We obviously don't have any food for you. That's fine. I'm going to put a storage bin here for masks as well. But it looks like this is almost actually all done. So at least we don't have to worry about redigging for meteors. Or at least we won't have to worry about redigging for meteors. You have to build this. What do you mean you can't reach this? Oh, because the water's here. Of course. We need a better way of getting in here. I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to remove you again for now. God, this has just been a comedy of errors tonight. But, I mean, we're hanging on. I really don't want to get rid of all the hatches, because we might need them in future. Same with the slicksters. We also have a shine bug down here. That's interesting. Making a copper as well, that's good. Reed fiber is up to 9 units. So we probably can start to make exosuits. Right, please, for the love of God, build this wire. Okay, we've got half the amount of steel we need. That's good. That's a good start. I don't really want to speed through it at the moment. You guys are currently just grabbing all the debris. That's okay. We will priority 1 ask people to grab debris from these rooms. It's fine. Okay, so yeah, you haven't stored any clothes from there. Store the masks from here. I do want you to replace the... Oh, you can't get in here at all now. You know what? That's probably fine. I just don't want the temperature to exchange over here so easily. I think it's mostly leaking through these tiles. I mean, maybe as we do more metal refinery, this will get hotter again. The liquid in here is just very cold in general, though. I think all the oil has ended up in this liquid... Oh, for fuck's sake. No! Get the oil out of here! Stop it. What can we do about this? We can't get the oil out of here in this room. There's not space. We could probably do it in this room. Just dump it on the floor. That's tempting. You know what? Let's do it. Right, cut that. And then put a pipe over here. Put a liquid pipe element sensor here. And if it's oil, dump it there. If not, send it back this way. And I think we make all of this... I think we make all of this insulated pipe. And there's no point even trying to empty these until we got all the oil out of the line. But that's because all the oil was loading in from here earlier. We dug all the oil out now, so it's all down here. We can also get people to just dig this. You can just start digging all of this stuff. I'm not sure how far you're going to be able to wander down here without suffocating, though. Probably worth just putting a ladder down here. But we do want all of this. Steve earned a skill point. We don't want to give Steve a skill point. He's been the one panicking the whole time. You can have extra science. And I think you're almost done. I think I actually am done. I don't think there's anything else I want to give myself. Frankie, you can have supplying 2. Hey, you can have electrical engineering. We will have to start giving people suits at some point. Let's get Steve on the way to suits. Okay. So you need to dump all the clothes in here. Hey Jess Jack, how are you doing? What have you been up to recently? We're still plodding along with Frozen Friends. This Frozen... No, it's Frozen Forest. The seed is called Frozen Friends. This run has been really hard. The Frozen Forest asteroid is cold and does not start with a lot of resources. We used most of the resources on this asteroid quite some time ago. So now we're trying to cannibalize the Desertlands asteroid to get everything we want, and it's a lot of give and take between the two asteroids. At the moment, we're having to import steel, or export steel from the Frozen Forest asteroid here to actually build a cooling network. The asteroid is going okay. Oh, this needs to be set up. I have been making lots of mistakes. I removed the mistake counter, in case nobody noticed. Not worth it at this stage. Not for my sanity. So everything is just getting dumped over here now, which is not good. That shouldn't flow down here, though. It's going to end up in the mixed jungle juice. You do need to do this immediately, though. But essentially, we've got a glossy Dreco egg, so now we can start making plastic with the glossy Drecos. Once we get these guys sorted. We have exported a little bit of oil over here. We made some petroleum and we made some plastic with that. And we've got a full tank of oil over here. So we can use that for something. So that's good. And we have the power spine over here, and we have the meteor protection system. This is almost fully online. We just need to actually get the conveyor belt done now. So I'm going to make this conveyor belt. This isn't the Isosphere program. What am I talking about? Conveyor rail. We need to get that done. You have to build this. This is not negotiable. You're just dumping all the polluted water out into the map. As long as this doesn't break, that's fine. At the moment, we're converting all the Drecos into omelets because we're that behind on food, which is not ideal. We desperately, desperately need cooling for these plants. And I think we're actually going to have to just move the plants because they're quite far away from where we've got this cooling pipe, or where we're going to have the cooling network, because that needs to be plugged into this wire specifically. So that's going to be fun. And we kind of need to get the pilot off this asteroid. So yeah, you haven't taken any of the masks out of here. I would like to get you to remove the masks. It's probably not that important anymore. But we're going to go raid the metal asteroid, and we're going to do that next time. We're going to go for another half an hour, probably, today. I would like a little bit less chaos, to be honest. Much as people enjoy chaos, it's all good things are needed in moderation. Right, I think we can sweep all this up now. I think all the oil is out of here. What the fuck have we ended up doing? Whatever, we'll sweep it all up at some point. We need to replant the pinch of peppers. They all died because they were all covered in oil, which is not good for them, believe it or not. We got the Weezeworts over here, but they're not. They're cooling this area. They're not really cooling the base. In fact, I actually just want some insulation here, but we need the autosweeper to keep feeding them phosphorite from the Drecos. We're kind of waiting for steel to come in. We need you to make more steel. How's that going? Output pipe full. Yeah, we're trying to get all the polluted water sorted out. So the coolant line is half and halving again with the metal refinery output, which is fine. We are currently geotuning the geyser just so we can get enough water to actually fill this loop again. I guess now we're growing a lot of pinch of peppers again. That's good. So they're probably rotting. Right. We have a vacuum in here. All the hydrogen has left this room. It's gone into this room. That's good. So the vent is now tamed, and we just need to seal this off. In fact, we just need to dump the oil. We're going to keep dumping petroleum in here. You can sweep this up. And then the oil, I think we'll just dump in here for now. Random oil can go in there. And then we can actually vent all the hydrogen out of this room as we need to use it. And then we can just, once the pressure gets low enough, we can just demolish this and actually make our base here. We can reorganize some of our power buildings, because I kind of want to put them in different areas. Like, I would like to just put the hydrogen generators elsewhere. I think I'll just put them over here. We already built a hydrogen pipe, actually. And then we can make this base-related stuff. Because we're going to want a lot of ethanol stuff. We're going to want to plant some trees here, but that is not a priority at the moment because we're just trying to survive. Hassan, you can have digging. Exosuit trained chef. You'll have to see it. Right, can you sweep this? You guys running on the wheel again. Okay, that's a sign that you're bored. It's not ideal. Right, have you taken all the clothes out of here? You have, that's good. What? Why is the steel in here? Why is the steel in the rocket? Okay. Is this set to sweep only? This is set to sweep only. That's very funny. So we have 575 kilograms of steel there, and 835 here. Okay, so we actually do have enough steel to build the aqua tuner. But half of it's on the rocket. Yes, it still counts. Okay, that's good. Oh, good. Right. So we're going to put the aqua tuner here. We need to fill this room with water. And probably a little bit of oil. So, let's see. So that needs to go there, that needs to go there, that needs to go there. Remove this. Remove this. Remove this. And then the steam turbine needs to go at the top. And we're going to actively cool this with the aqua tuner output. This is the first stream in this run where we've been able to build steam turbines because we've actually had access to plastic from oil. Not even glossy Dracos, just straight up oil. Which is not what I expected on this run. Okay, hold on. Before we do that, we have to dump all the oil out of these things again. So empty storage, please. I believe it's just these things. Dracos need to eat too. Then you need... you guys are fine. That's not an issue. You're actually growing as well, which is nice. Very interesting. You could get replaced. That's fine. You guys are doing the fire pole shuffle at the moment, which I find very amusing. So here's what we do. We remove this. We put a mesh tile here. We dump the oil here and it floats down here. We have a nice layer on both buildings then. Your current playthrough, you have a leaky oil fisher right next to your base, and plastic super early was nice. Nice! Yeah, leaky oil fishers are weird. It's just slightly too hot to be comfortable. But provided you have some way of cooling it down, they can be quite useful, especially early on. You guys are actually out of food. Why? Because you need to cook the food. Well, I mean, that's kind of your own fault. I'm going to be real. Okay, so you need to get the steel out of the rocket first. I think you got enough of the steel out of the rocket. So we need you to go here and dump the rover. We'll dump the rover and then we'll start doing all of that stuff tomorrow. Now that I think we're actually at the point where we're maybe not going to imminently die. This room has turned out very weirdly. But actually, now this is separated off. Why the fuck? Why the fuck do I have my clothing refashionator here? I mean, I guess I can have duplicates refashionating in the vacuum of space, but this was not a good idea. I think we can put the ladder back here now. Because this is all they're going to need to get in here for, and we want to insulate this, frankly. Also, I can build a rad bolt joint plate here now. That's probably a good idea. Do we actually have that researched? No. How many data banks do we have? We probably have enough data banks now to do a research. Yes. So you need to payload data banks as well. I just removed the thing from here, didn't I? I did. That's very funny. Well, now that you guys aren't running into space, we're just going to reuse this. So, industrial ingredients, data banks. There you go. You sealed it up and waited for a decent amount to accumulate. Then I opened it to dump all the oil in a long, flat area. It's spread and cooled. Then I resealed it, and well, now it's runflating. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I did with mine. That was a while ago. Right, remove your mask. So, you are ready to go. I'm not giving you any food. Food... You need a premium rocket package to get food on your rocket. Sorry. You have an outhouse. That will do. He's not very happy, is he? He's been stressed for ages. Presumably because he always gets popped eardrums from this rocket where there's too much oxygen for some reason. I mean, that's a good problem to have, I guess. So you're going to get there in 0.4 cycles. So let's not pay... Let's not worry about that too much. Right, did you actually build the wire? Oh, thank God you built the wire. Right. This means... So this wire is going to the producer bit. So that's the wire that we actually want to connect the steam turbine onto. So that can go here. Maybe he's upset because he knows what red shirt means. Possibly. It's not completely out there. Right, you need to hook these up now. So you need to build this as well. And you can stay connected to that. This needs to go here. Okay? You need to build this. This is not optional. In fact, yeah, I'm yellow alerting this. Oh, God. Although it's funny, I think this has actually got alright today. We were just at a difficult point, and I think we actually needed like a double-length screen to solve most of the problems. Now that we have steam turbines, I think we're going to get it to a more comfortable position again. Anyways, this meteor line... That's not it. It's the Radbolt line. That's the one we want. So that is going to go here, I guess. Then that's going to go like this. Mm-hmm. And then we need to get all the stuff out of here, because we're not going back in here. We need to... And we need to fill this with liquids, like we said. So you need to put oil in here. That's good. People give you a hard time for your spaghetti. You've gotta love spaghetti. It's not optional. How's this water doing? This water is still keeping the spawn fairly cool. I'm pretty happy with that, in all honesty. Right. Any good dupes? I mean, yes, but we don't need another decorator. Frankly, I keep printing too many dupes. This always happens. I probably shouldn't have given you that skill. We'll see, you'll be fine. I could export a load of pickled meal again. I think that's what we do. I probably should have done this instead of omeleting all the Drecos now that I think about it. Pickled meal, go burger. And then you guys can stop... I mean, it's good to have the option, I guess. You guys can stop eating all the Drecos now. So, do you have a sweep-only storage bin somewhere? You can put one here. Chlorine? I think we can remove this now. That's fine. So you need to get in here. You actually need to ladder... Hold on. Wait, what's going on here, then? You need a ladder here. So... Also, all the gas in this room, I think, is slowly actually leaking out because we removed the liquid from here. Fun. Is there anything I actually want to do about that? I don't think there is. So I need you to build, let's see. Make this a priority 8. I love how we have a random snow tile that's here, just like, fuck you. Is that actually a problem? I don't think that is a problem. It's very funny, though. There was nothing we could do, because we had to cover this tile. And this tile needs to be here to actually get this robot miner to work. And cover these. Oh, hold on. Rocket. Yeah, you're in space. Right. Deploy rover. Okay. I don't think it's overly good about where we deploy this, so I'm going to deploy you on the neutronium. So... yeah, let's go. A stool place. There we go. Rover go burr. Ta-da! He's here. Okay. Puffs. We know there's puffs. That's good. We obviously need to dig through a little bit of ice. That's fine. We need to dig through a little bit of snow as well. But now I think I'm just going to get him to go across the whole top, and then we'll decide where to go in the base on the planet from here. So we'll unpause for now. Oh, we need to get you out. We need to get you out of there as well. Yeah, go back home. Abandoned ship. I always find abandoned ship so funny. I like that planet name. Lots of puffs, lots of packets. What I like to see. Actual resources. Can we just tile through that? Can we just tunnel through this? I think that's going to be quicker. And then a load of wolframite. That's kind of funny. I think we may actually have to enter the asteroid here to even get in. Well, that's quite amusing. Buddy buds, that's good. There's a geyser here. We know there's loads of metal volcanoes here. We obviously need to find a place where we can get our duplicants in without leaking all the gas, and somewhere where it's not going to be hazardous. Let's speed up a little bit. I didn't want to do this yet, but we needed to get our pilot over here. So I guess we didn't really have that much of a choice. There's a lot of dirt in here. Metal, plug slugs. We probably want to go into the metallic bit rather than the marshy bit with all the slime lung. Right, but if we're importing databanks to the asteroid, we can actually research stuff now. I think it needs to be conveyor management, because we're going to want that for the volcanoes. Food poisoning, lol. Eating a germ-covered water. Oh, God. Of course that's what it is. Right, okay, let's see. So you can get over here now, surely. No? Yes. That's good. So we've got more puffs over here. I think we're going to want to go in here. We can go via the Paku route. So let's go in here, dig through the sedimentary rock. At least these asteroids are pretty easy to dig through. And then we can come out here, make a liquid lock here somehow, and then this is where we start setting up. Okay. That's good. Now, this asteroid, so sweep only all go here. We need to actually get the nuclear waste out of here. That's not good. Have you started dumping oil? No. It is your current errand, but you've not been doing it. I'm hoping you're going to actually do that at some point. Now, the annoying thing is we can't exactly just leave this guy idle forever. So we'll have to come back and check on him periodically. Right, oil is here. That's good. So we've got oil up here and we've got oil in here. We do need an airflow tile or several to let the carbon dioxide out. Because we're going to fill this with water as well. The water is going to go here. So, again, I think we just do a conduction panel for this. Actually, we've got lots of refined metal. Let's do the refined metal here. You know what? Sod it. No, this is going to be actively cooled. All the heat this is generated needs to be handled by this. So this needs to be actively cooled. So let's do the conductive stuff. Insulated pipe to here. And then the coolant is going to go through here. Let's think about how this is going to look. So probably something like a pipe thermosensor here. Automation here. And then bridge, insulated pipe for the bypass. Oh, wait. Oh my god, I'm being a fool. Yeah, no, I'm being a fool. This needs to be active cooling. So I need to remove this steam turbine. You need to go the other way round. You need to be insulated here because you're going to be actively cooled. At least I'm paused while I'm doing all of this. And then you are going to go up here. And we're going to bridge on the water onto this bit somehow. And you're going to go up here. You're going to radiantly cool this way. So something along the lines of... hold on. Something along the lines of that. And then you're going to go down here, bypass this room. And then wherever the cooling is, it's going to go past these bridges this way. Oh, have we built all this pipe now? Sick. Right, let's actually bridge this up then. Get the polluted water working through here as well. That could be priority 9. All this stuff needs to be priority 8. And this needs to be priority 7. Again. Okay, so now that you've built this, we can seal this off again. So now you can just build the solar panel there. Starvation. You're still on the rocket. Wait, are you still on the rocket? No, you're 25 seconds away. You'll be fine. He's just like, wow. I've not seen that before. An actual idle starving emote. Yeah. How bizarre. I hope you're not actually going to die. I've literally never seen that before. Yeah, no, you're alright. Let's just have a look at him land. Yeah, there he is. Get out of here. Eat some spaghetti. It's good for you. Very hungry. Yeah, eat some pickle meal. Oh, you're binge eating. Oh, that's real funny. I forgot about that bit. Well, at least we brought all the pickled meal over now. That's fine. Right, you could stop... Yeah, you can stop bringing over pickled meal. At this point. Well, you know what? I think I'll allow it. What a weirdo. The nuclear waste is not going to cooperate, is it? I think we just need a nuclear waste in here. The nuclear waste is actually excellent coolant. So, there's no real point in moving it if it's just going to keep popping out of its container anyways. So, the steam turbine... We're going to go for one more cycle. I'm aware the rover is probably just waiting over here now, I guess. Let's see. How about you build a ladder over here? Build a ladder over this. And then get over here. And dig into here. And build a ladder over this as well. There you go. Achievement? What achievement? Have rad bolts travel a cumulative 10 kilometers. Interesting. Okay, red shirt guy should hopefully be back to normal now. Get the steam turbine on. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up after this cycle. I think we've done a lot today. So this wire needs to go... Yeah. But at least we are actually exchanging stuff between the two asteroids efficiently now. If we weren't able to do that, we probably would have actually died. So that's a sign we've been prioritizing things well, I think, in general. Yeah, the polluted water is all running through the coolant light now. Coolant loop. This is looking very satisfying. I love how it's running through all these conduction panels. For all the space stuff. So, what are we going to decide next stream? So next stream, we have to set up the cooling for the bristle blossoms, because they're all too hot. We wanted those. I think we actually decide where we're putting everything in the main base. Because this is all mostly just temporary, and I want to move it. And we have a compelling reason for moving the farm, because the cooling for the farm is going to be over here. So I think realistically what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to set up the cool steam vent tamer in this area. Maybe farms over here. And we'll have this be the access. And then we'll probably just put normal base stuff over here, maybe. Maybe this could stay where it is. I'll have a think. But we need to get... We need to get exploring on the metal asteroid. I'd like to start sending stuff over, but if we're not in a position where we're actually dying anymore, I need to tidy stuff up here as well. So, umming and ahhing about what to do. How is the hydrogen thing looking? Is there something else we need to do with this? I don't think so. We just need to dump the oil in here. I think this is actually good to go now. We just need this to boil again, and this to reactivate. So I guess that won't be the thumbnail for this episode. What will the thumbnail be? I'd like to start pit planting the arbor trees as well, but that... I don't think that's super important yet. I'd like to dig down here as well and just make sure we're not missing out on anything. I think grabbing a puff is probably going to be useful as well. No, I think we just focus on getting this base permanently laid out, because it's not even close to the permanent layout. This base is pretty close. But look, I'm in the machine. Maybe this is the thumbnail just because I feel like it, and it's amusing to me. You know, the occasional thumbnail of me looking smart. We run out of databanks, though. Who knows? I don't think there's overly strong thumbnails today, but we have achieved a lot. Yeah, I just want to get my base on this planet to look somewhat like the Frozen Forest. Get it a bit more organized. Maybe add another spawn. Maybe get the cool steam vents sorted. That would be good to get that hooked up. Probably extend the transformers. But then again, we have to go back for the metal asteroid at some point because eventually we're going to run out of metal from this asteroid too. There's a few more pockets left. If we look at environmental metal, there's a fair amount of iron down here, which we can reach. There's still plenty of lead for us to use for refined metal, but we've not got an infinite amount of metal. We probably can do one stream of sprucing up this asteroid, and then we're going to have to actually commit to sorting out this asteroid and finding a metal volcano that we can use. Yeah, let's just go to the end of the cycle. You do still need to actually build all of this. Right, so carbon dioxide needs to leave from here. I could just build a gas pump and get it out at this point. That might be actually less complicated somehow. If we build out of steel, I don't think that'll be a problem. It's just carbon dioxide in here, so... I don't know, just vent it here, to be honest. I believe there's already a power wire here. Yeah. It's already hooked up to all of this. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it in there. And we'll just disconnect it afterwards, I think. We don't need any more oil in here, that's for sure. And in terms of the water we're actually going to dump in here, it does need to be... Ooh, we could dump polluted water in there. That would be funny. We're probably going to end up with some polluted oxygen doing that. Probably not worth doing. So, for now, let's just get some water in here with the pipe. Yeah, have fun with that. Looks like Red Shirt Guy is getting dangerously stressed again. Let's put Red Shirt Guy on the sleep-only schedule. Okay, that seems pretty good. We might get this ready by the end of the cycle. I mean, not the actual loop, but just get the room full of the right materials. That would be ideal. Obviously, we are going to want some more conductive stuff up here. Probably just put some water on top of this. Yeah, just a little bit of water. Obviously, it's not going to dump down here because the oil is blocking it, but that's fine. You guys on downtime now? You look like it. So Red Shirt Guy, you need to stay here because this planet is en route. We can't go straight from here to here. We need a more advanced rocket for that. We're obviously not at the point where we're making enough petroleum for rocket fuel. We're not really making enough rads for rocket fuel as well. That being said, we do have the satellite. We probably are making enough rads for the Radbolt rocket. Possibly. I think it's worth considering. In any case, right, you're venting gas, right? That's good. Okay. If I disconnect you here, will you actually go in here? presuming these pipes are connected now. Yes. Let's just get some water in here. Oh, the cycle's rolled over. Maybe just one more cycle. Gas? The gas is not moving. It's pumping, but the gas isn't going anywhere. It's not really what I like to see. I don't think I've seen that one before. That's very funny. Okay, I guess we just have to build this. Well, that's mildly disappointing. Oh, yeah, you're just gonna keep running, aren't you? Right, okay. What if I turn you on again? No. Yeah, you're just not pumping the gas at all. Well, that's very useless. I guess we remove you. I mean, I guess we got rid of most of the gas. So that's probably enough water for this room. Oh no, Leofar! Leofar is stressed too. I don't really blame you. You guys do not have the proper equipment for this job. Just in general. Okay, you need to sweep the steel out of here. We obviously don't want to leave the steel in the room. You need to build this immediately. Yeah, Otto is building that. That's good. There's nothing you need to build over here. So I guess this goes back here. That's fine. And then this goes back here. Now that gets disconnected. Good. Come on, who's doing this? You're trying your best. Yeah, I guess we've got a good amount of... I guess this colony is producing enough food for both colonies at the moment, which is good. It just means we've got to periodically ship over some pickled meal every now and then. You're too hot. Okay, so that's a sign that we need to stop geotuning the polluted water. Because we do still need to keep making steel. But that's fine. Yeah. That's okay. Gray area is just showing off. Okay, but it looks like all the recreation buildings are working now. So maybe that's going to help with all the stress. I would hope so. We should definitely be generating enough power at this point. Oh, right, the spawn. Right, okay. Doop. 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 There we go. Now everything should actually be hooked up properly to the transformers. So now we can actually use the copious amount of hydrogen we have in here for base power. So now we shouldn't have any base power problems ever again. Very glad I remembered to do that. And now the water's moved over here, so I believe we can just tile this, and that will delete everything. So can we deal with this? That would be ideal. And then, let's see, you can actually get in here and remove some of this stuff as well, I think. I don't know. No space exposure on these tiles. So I think we can remove all of this without issue. There we go. So this room is full of water now. So take everything else out of here. can sweep that up. You can cover this now. Who's idle? Lyra. You guys running on the wheels for a bit. Okay. Well, you have kind of earned it. I don't think we need temperature plates in here. I'm not going to bother with that, to be honest. Once we've grabbed all the stuff out of here, I'll just tile this over and then we can remove... Then we can release the ladder again. And this is going to be actively cooled, so we can just have the steam turbine exposed. We'll be actively cooling that part of the base that way, I guess. And then, let's be real. Do we just send the coolant pipe down here and just cool everything underneath this? I'm very tempted to just have a base laid out directly underneath the Dreco ranches. I think that would be cool and look a bit different than usual. Let's see what I think. What are you up to, fish? Nothing too mischievous. Right. Okay. I think on that note, we wrap it up. I think things have gone pretty well today. VODs might be a while. There is a Sandbox Showcase video coming out tomorrow about bathrooms. Haha, our dude's already pissed himself like 12 times today. So I don't follow any of my own advice when it comes to bathroom. But I thought it was worth making a video about anyways. So... yeah. Basically, what I need to do is I need to actually schedule the dupes better. And the main issues we've been having with our bathrooms in this run has been intermittent power, meaning the sieves haven't been working. So that's the main issue. Okay, thanks, Puff. Right, okay, let's actually move this back to the fish quickly. Hold on. I had this all set up at the right angle as well. I just had to ruin it. That do? Yeah, that'll do. I'm not sure there's any fish around at the moment anyways. But, thank you very much for watching. It's been a lovely day. It's been a long day, but I think we've solved a lot of problems. We are surviving. The two colonies are exchanging resources well. We are using some steel for aquatuners. We are using some plastic for steam turbines. We are starting to solve some of the big problems. We're accumulating reed fiber so we can start doing exosuits in future, which is going to be needed for handling the metal volcanoes, for sure. And yeah, I'm optimistic. It is going to be a struggle. I knew this run was going to be a struggle, but we're getting there. But if you like what you've seen and you want to stick around for more, if you're here, still here from the previous raids from Willow Rainey and the Bat Guide, thank you very much for sticking around. I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. I really enjoy playing video games, and I'm glad that you guys find it useful and that you enjoy watching. So feel free to follow it on Twitch if you're not already. There is everything on the YouTube channel. It's all backed up there. Lots of good stuff over there. And there's Discord where we hang out. We post memes and builds as well. Yes, thanks for stopping by, Jess Jack. I appreciate it. Always nice seeing you. Pop by. And yeah, let's go raid someone. Now, who are we going to go raid? Who is on? What is up, dogs? Willow Rainey's playing more Mana Lords. I might just re-raid Willow. So Willow plays Oni, and then has a break, and then plays something else. So if I stream early, what often ends up happening is they raid me, and then I raid them afterwards. I think it's a pretty good system. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Okie dokie. Re-raid. Yes, thanks for stopping by, Victoria Sparkles. And I will be back tomorrow from around 7:30. And yeah, we'll see how the VODs go, but don't expect VODs until Wednesday. But yeah, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.